today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right? Got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw for a touchdown pass.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 13 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
This is Fant on the short completion, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Operating from the gun, Franklin. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Remember, Charles, this is the number 1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're number 1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 83 yards.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the number 1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try to find some people open downfield.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Now back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. This defense for the Niners, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no thought of bringing this one out. They'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Franklin. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Franklin. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
11 yards for number 11. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Franklin. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Franklin. He'll find Metcalf. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They begin on the ground with Garendo. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Isaac Garendo with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. So 20-0 now pending the extra point, and this place is jumping.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? You can also see it. You're seeing people in the stands now, excited, happy, high-fiving each other, and expecting this score to continue to mount.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Looking to throw. Franklin. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Micah Parsons in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Seahawks send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Oh, that was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They'll try the middle with Guerrero.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Isaac Guerrero with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The extra point try now for Moody.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
On 1st down, Franklin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
This ball tipped and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man. And I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 2nd down, a run with Garendo. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, it's Garendo. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall, 57 yards. And the 49ers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, Franklin. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Taking it about the 16. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 46 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Handoff here, Guerrero.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here's Guerrero on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. A give running left now, Garindo.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Isaac Garindo
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Niners are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing on first down. Franklin.
And complete to Smith-Njigba.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll look to throw again.
He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Franklin.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franklin.
Left side, he finds Smith-Njigba.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
28 yards.
And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Blake Groupie now for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on first down.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw on second down, Franklin throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Off the play fake, Franklin. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
From the 42-yard line, here's the second down and 4. ETN up the middle.
Oh, good move. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
ETN on the toss right. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down and 4.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
An extra point try now for Moody.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Walker hit and the ball is out.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
On the give, it's Garindo.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Here's Garindo.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun. Franklin over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Franklin.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the 49ers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.